Parks, a show that features Newcastle County's wonderful parks and all the things you can do in them. I'm your host, Melody Kitchen. Today, I'm pleased to welcome to the NCC TV studio, Michael Begatto, an executive assistant in the Department of Community Services. Michael is here today to talk about this year's exciting season for the Newcastle County Farmers Markets at a number of county parks. Thank you for being here today, Michael.
Thank you for having me, Melody.
So to begin with, would you mind giving our viewers at home a little bit of an idea of what you do here at Newcastle County in regards to the farmers markets?
Well, again, I work for the Department of Community Services, Division of Community Resources. I've been running the farmers markets this will be my fourth season now. We started out with Glasgow Park. Each season we've tried to expand the number of vendors we have at our farmers markets, as well as expand the number of locations we have at our county parks. We've even expanded to additional places such as Cool Springs Park in the city of Wilmington.
Right, and when we were talking about that earlier, would you mind telling our viewers at home why we chose to feature our farmers market at a park that was not a Newcastle County park?
Sure. We spoke with Cool Springs operators, who was a West End neighborhood house, Paul Calistro, Mike McCafferty. They determined that their operation or their vision for their operation, the farmers market didn't fall under their vision and mission. So they came to us to see if we would run it for them, and we determined that it would be a great spot for us. We could keep the feel and the community vibe there, as well as making sure that the neighborhood still had access to fresh fruits and vegetables and other farmers market items.
Absolutely. Now, where are some of the other locations where our viewers at home can go to visit the farmers markets, and when can they attend?
Sure. We start next week. We'll start on May 5th, Thursday, with Rockwood Park for 3 to 7. Then next Friday, May 6th, at Carousel Park and Glasgow Park. Carousel will run from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Glasgow Park will run from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then we'll have Cool Spring opening in June, as well as Garfield Park opening in June.
Okay. Now, I should talk about some of the farmers that are participating and some of the products that people can actually buy there. Can you tell us a little bit about who the vendors are and what they're providing?
Sure. We have most of our vendors and farmers from last year came back to us this year. We're also excited to welcome a few new farmers. So at Carousel Park, we have some great Amish farmers. We have Long Lane Produce and Hillside Acre Farm. We have Bright Spot Farm, who used to be the operator of Cool Springs. They'll be joining us there at Carousel again this year. We, of course, have Bill Powers and Joan Powers, Powers Farm, who do farm-raised meats. This year, we also welcome Wholesome Farms, who also does farm-raised meats. Glasgow Park will have Flasky's Produce, Priapi Gardens, Anchor Nursery, Powers Farm again there at Glasgow, and Pine Hill Farms, who specializes in emu products.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So, that's an education process for our customers.
Sure.
But she was able to, educate them throughout the year, and she became more successful as the year went on. So, and then at Rockwood, we have another Amish farmer, Fisher's Farm. This year, new to Rockwood is Graney Farm from Wilmington. And at Cool Spring, we'll have Bright Spot Farm as well as Urban Acres Produce.
So you really are getting quite a mix, not only of different vendors, but also of different products.
Yes, yes.
Now, can you tell our audience a little bit about, now I know County Executive Gordon has always been really big about bringing, local businesses in and giving them an opportunity to, sell their wares, but also the idea of bringing people in the community fresh food and fresh produce. And could you tell us a little bit about the farm-to-table opportunity and why it's so big right now?
Yes, I think it's been a big movement, not only locally but nationally. I think folks are more conscious about what they're putting in their bodies, what they're eating. They're looking at some of the list of ingredients on their market items, and they want to do a better job of making sure they're eating healthier.
Absolutely.
So, for instance, Powers Farm, they supply a number of restaurants and cafes in the area with their products. You know, we want to make sure that we're giving access to a number of different areas along Newcastle County, fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as these great homemade, handcrafted items that we have at our farmers markets.
Absolutely. So it begins, you said, on May 5th.
Yes. May
And
5th.
when does it go through until?
So we'll run right through October.
Oh,
And
wow.
quite possibly, if we're successful enough, the community has a want for it, and our vendors feel like they can be successful, we could extend the season at Glasgow Park, particularly with the new Hermitage project out there, where we could move indoors to the bank barn there and extend the season right through possibly the holiday season.
Sure, and that will also provide, you know, the people that are coming out with different wares. So they're also going to get different produce that fits the different season, the beginning
Yes.
of the season, end of the season. So it really is a variety that
Exactly.
you wouldn't get in the grocery store.
And we may move to more holiday craft items, you know, maybe
Right.
make it a holiday shop
Sure.
for that area. So we could do that.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Can you tell our audience at home also where they can find more information on the different places, different locations?
Certainly, Newcastle County has a Facebook page for our for our farmers markets. It's Newcastle County /farmers markets, as well as our Newcastle County website, nccde.org/farmers markets to find more information. We're always looking for new vendors. We'll expect to add vendors as we go along here in the season. We've added new vendors over the off season.
Right, or
here,
even
so
since last year, right?
this will be our biggest season yet.
Well, that sounds great. You know, thank you so much for coming in today. Is there anything you wanted to add before we wrap up?
Yes, again, we will be new this year at Cool Spring Park starting on June 16th. We'll run on Thursdays from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. there, so make sure you come out to see us then. And then our big grand opening celebration for the new Hermitage project at Glasgow Park will be taking place on May 20th from 3 to 7. We'll have a lot of events out there and activities, face painting for the kids, free water ice for the kids, you know, a number of exhibitors who should be bringing some activities for the kids. We're planning a big celebration for that date. Again, that's May 20th from 3 to 7 out at Glasgow Park.
Well, thank you so much, Mike. I know it's going to be fantastic.
Thank you, Melody.
Well, that wraps up this edition of the People's Parks. I hope you enjoyed today's show about our Newcastle County's farmers markets. For County Executive Thomas P. Gordon and the NCC TV crew, I'm Melody Kitchen. Thank you as always for watching, and don't forget to like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Take care.